Have you ever wondered why some people in their 70s still walk briskly through Hyde Park, while others in their early 60s already struggle to climb a few stairs without losing balance? As a doctor with over 20 years of experience here in London, I've met countless patients like that. There's Mr. George, who cycles to the market every morning and enjoys a pleasant walk by the Thames without breaking a sweat. And then there's Mrs. Brown, who retired just a few years ago but now finds it hard to stand up from her chair without pain in her knees or back. At first glance, many think it's all about genetics or good luck, but behind that difference lies a quiet story often ignored: the gradual loss of muscle mass with age, especially in the legs and thighs, which are the foundation of every confident step we take. What worries me most is how silent this process is. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't show, and it begins every single morning the moment we wake up. If within the first 2 hours after waking we fail to nourish our muscles properly, the body starts losing muscle tissue faster than we realize. Day by day we lose just a little, until one day we notice we've become weaker, less stable, and more prone to falls. But here's the good news: this can be prevented. And no, it doesn't require expensive supplements or fancy gym memberships. After decades in medicine, I've seen how a simple, balanced English breakfast can make a powerful difference if chosen and timed right. Just the right food in the morning can switch on your muscle protection system, helping you keep your legs strong, your balance steady, and your life independent and joyful. So what exactly should people over 50 eat for breakfast to protect their muscles? That's what I'll be sharing in the next video. 5 simple, traditional breakfast foods recommended by leading nutritionists for seniors. Before you go, make sure to subscribe to our channel VN Health in Old and tap the bell icon so we can continue walking beside you on your journey to a stronger, happier, and longer life. I still remember one morning at our local community health center in Manchester, a lovely lady asked me, "Doctor, what's so special about a boiled egg? My grandkids insist I eat one every morning. Can such a tiny thing really make me stronger?" I smiled and said, "Mrs. Taylor, that little egg may look simple, but it's a powerhouse of nutrients, especially for your muscles and legs after 50. If I had to choose one single breakfast food for seniors, it would be the humble boiled egg, eaten whole, yolk included. Why? Because the yolk contains key nutrients that support muscle recovery, nerve coordination, and balance. One of these nutrients is an amino acid called leucine. It's something our body cannot make on its own. We must get it from food. And leucine plays a crucial role in activating muscle regeneration, particularly in middle and later life. So tomorrow morning, when you enjoy your breakfast, whether it's toast with boiled eggs and a cup of English breakfast tea, remember, you're not just eating, you're building strength, balance, and independence for the years ahead. I often tell my patients that leucine is like a skilled supervisor in a busy factory. Without it, the workers may show up, but production stalls. Our muscles work much the same way. As we grow older, our bodies struggle to rebuild protein efficiently. You may eat enough meat, beans, or dairy, but without sufficient leucine, your muscles simply can't repair themselves properly. That's why seniors actually need more protein and amino acids like leucine than younger adults, just to maintain the same level of muscle recovery. Fortunately, one humble food on your breakfast plate can help: the boiled egg. It's one of the best and most digestible natural sources of leucine, a small but mighty powerhouse for muscle preservation. But the benefits don't stop there. Inside that golden yolk lies vitamin B12 and choline, 2 quiet heroes that keep your nerves and muscles in perfect conversation with each other. You see, many older adults fall not only because their legs are weak, but because their brain's signal to the body slows down. When you step off a curb in the rain or go down the stairs at the train station, your brain must instantly tell your left foot and right foot what to do. If that signal is delayed, even by a moment, balance can be lost. That's where vitamin B12 and choline come in. They act like invisible messengers, improving the connection between your brain's control center and your muscles. Choline even helps your body create acetylcholine, the neurotransmitter responsible for smooth, coordinated movement. In fact, research from Oxford University found that older adults with diets rich in choline tend to have better balance and fewer falls in daily life. And once again, the classic boiled egg is one of the best natural sources of this nutrient. Just one egg each morning provides a meaningful boost. And let's not forget vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin. It not only keeps bones strong but also supports muscle performance and immunity. As we age, our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight, especially during long English winters when the sun barely peeks through the clouds over Manchester or Liverpool. That's when getting it from foods like eggs becomes essential. A long-term study conducted across Europe revealed that seniors who ate 1 or 2 boiled eggs a day for 3 months experienced noticeable improvement in leg strength and stability. They could stand up from their armchair more easily and walk longer distances without fatigue, clear signs that their muscles and reflexes were stronger. Simple movements, getting up, reaching for a kettle, walking to the garden, may seem small, but they reflect how well our body systems still work together. So if you're deciding between white toast with jam or a nourishing breakfast, here's my heartfelt advice. Choose 2 boiled eggs paired with a few slices of avocado, cucumber, or steamed vegetables. It's a classic English start, modest, practical, but incredibly powerful for your independence and vitality. Many people smile when I tell them a boiled egg is liquid gold for the muscles. They nod yet still ask, "Doctor, how many should I really eat? And what about the yolk? Isn't that bad for cholesterol?" I understand those worries. Years ago, headlines about cholesterol in eggs scared many into throwing away the yolk, the most nutritious part. But modern science has proven what our grandparents already knew. A whole egg enjoyed in moderation is one of the most complete and natural sources of nourishment for the aging body. So tomorrow morning, when you hear the kettle whistle and the smell of toast fills the kitchen, remember this. That simple boiled egg on your plate isn't just breakfast. It's a small daily act of self-care, one that strengthens your legs, sharpens your reflexes, and keeps you standing tall through every chapter of life. Modern research is now very clear. Eating 1 or 2 eggs a day does not increase heart disease risk in healthy people. Quite the opposite. When eaten wisely, eggs can help prevent many age-related health problems. So today I'd like to share some simple, practical tips straight from my own experience as a doctor here in Manchester to help you enjoy all the benefits of a boiled egg safely and effectively. First, choose quality eggs. If possible, go for free-range or organic eggs from trusted local farms. Here in the UK, most supermarkets clearly label them. Look for the British Lion mark. These eggs are fresher, naturally richer in nutrients, and free from unwanted additives that older adults should avoid. When it comes to cooking, I always suggest a gentle boil, either soft or medium depending on your taste. Avoid overcooking. High heat for too long can reduce some of the egg's nutritional value. A simple method: place your eggs in a pot of cold water, bring to a gentle boil, then simmer for about 8–10 minutes. Once done, transfer them immediately into cold water. This stops the cooking, keeps the yolk golden and creamy, and makes peeling easy. A little kitchen trick I often share with my patients: add a splash of apple cider vinegar or a pinch of sea salt to the boiling water. It helps digestion and makes the eggs easier to peel. Many seniors with slower digestion say they feel lighter and more comfortable after breakfast this way. As for quantity, based on both science and clinical observation, I recommend 1 to 2 whole eggs each morning, right after waking up and having a glass of warm water. That early morning window is golden for protein absorption, helping to slow down muscle loss that naturally occurs overnight. But don't eat the egg alone. Even the healthiest food works best with the right partners. Pair your eggs with a few slices of avocado, fresh cucumber, tomatoes, or steamed greens. The healthy fats and fiber not only aid digestion, but also help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like D, vital for bone and heart health. For a wholesome British-style breakfast, you could enjoy your eggs with whole-grain toast and sautéed vegetables. Slice them over a bowl of warm porridge oats, or prepare them the night before for a quick grab-and-go meal. And on mornings when you're not very hungry, a boiled egg with Greek yogurt or a ripe banana is a gentle, nourishing choice. One thing I often remind my older patients: avoid frying. Fried eggs may smell delicious, but cooking with reused oil or too much fat can damage its healthy nutrients and create harmful compounds. It can also cause bloating and discomfort, especially for those with high cholesterol or fatty liver. Another common question I hear: "Doctor, do eggs cause heat or inflammation?" The answer is no, not when eaten in the right amount and at the right time. It's often the side dishes, fried noodles, processed meats, or sugary drinks that cause imbalance, not the egg itself. When combined with vegetables, avocado, and fruit, eggs actually help regulate digestion and support energy without raising body heat. And finally, I encourage you to make this a gentle, joyful habit, a small ritual that anchors your morning. A simple breakfast of 2 boiled eggs, a cup of warm tea, and a few minutes of calm reflection by the window can do wonders for both your body and mind. Because good health isn't built in hospitals or gyms, it begins quietly every morning right there at your breakfast table. You don't have to eat the same thing every single morning. What truly matters is consistency, having eggs at least 4 or 5 times a week, especially in the early hours after waking. Within a few weeks, you'll start to notice the difference. Steadier steps, stronger legs, fewer cramps at night, and that wonderful feeling of confidence when climbing stairs again. Now, there's something I'm sure many of you in the UK have heard over and over. Eggs are full of cholesterol. They'll clog your arteries and raise your blood fat. It's a phrase that's been repeated for decades, even across generations, until it became almost a rule. Many older people still hesitate, knowing eggs are healthy yet fearing their yolk. Some even tell their children, don't eat the yellow part, that's the dangerous bit. But science has moved on, and so should we. What we once believed about cholesterol has changed dramatically. Let me say this clearly but gently, the cholesterol in eggs is not the enemy. It isn't the main cause of heart disease or high blood lipids. To understand this, you first need to know what cholesterol really is. Cholesterol is not a poison. It's an essential fat your body needs to build cell membranes, produce hormones, and keep vital systems running. In fact, your liver naturally makes about 75% of the cholesterol your body requires. Only a small portion comes from food. When you eat foods that contain cholesterol, your liver simply produces less of it to stay balanced. Your body is far smarter than we often give it credit for. Large, long-term studies, including one from Harvard University that tracked more than 100,000 people for decades, found no link between eating eggs and a higher risk of heart disease or stroke in healthy adults. In fact, some research even shows that regular egg eaters, particularly older adults, may have better HDL, good cholesterol, lower inflammation, and stronger arteries. So why were we told otherwise for so long? Because early studies were incomplete. They didn't distinguish between different sources of cholesterol or consider overall diet and lifestyle. I once met Mr. Wilson, a retired teacher from Manchester, who told me he'd avoided eggs for 10 years because he thought they were dangerous. Yet he had bacon sandwiches, sausage rolls, and fizzy drinks almost every day. When I explained that the real problem wasn't the egg but trans fats, deep-fried oils, and processed foods, he laughed and said, "Doctor, I've been blaming the wrong thing all this time. And as for the egg yolk, it's often the most misunderstood part. It's actually the most valuable, packed with leucine, vitamin D, B12, lutein, and zeaxanthin, powerful antioxidants that support your eyes, nerves, and muscles. Throwing away the yolk is like pouring out the heart of the egg itself. Of course, if you already have specific conditions like high cholesterol or fatty liver, moderation matters. But that doesn't mean giving up eggs completely. It means being mindful, eating the right amount at the right time. In the right way, a single boiled egg each morning paired with a light, balanced meal can do wonders, supporting your heart, muscles, and even memory. I always remind my patients, it's not the egg that raises bad LDL cholesterol, it's what you eat with it. Fried foods cooked in reused oil, pastries, and sugary drinks are the real culprits. So next time you sit down to breakfast, don't fear the egg, embrace it wisely. Because in that small shell lies a little gift from nature, simple, humble, yet powerful enough to keep your heart beating strong and your body moving freely through the years ahead. Imagine starting your morning with 2 humble boiled eggs, nothing fancy, just simple, nourishing food. Now, if you pair them with fried bacon, white toast dripping in butter, or a milky latte loaded with sugar, the real problem isn't the egg, it's everything around it. That's why I often tell my patients here in London, if you want to enjoy your eggs with peace of mind, have them in the early morning, after a glass of warm water and before any heavy or oily food. Combine them with fiber-rich vegetables, a few slices of avocado or fresh berries. Avoid frying your eggs in industrial oils and limit fried breakfasts to just once or twice a week. Stay away from processed meats, salty canned foods, or sugary pastries. They are the true culprits behind heart and liver strain, not the eggs themselves. And always remember this, cholesterol only becomes harmful when our diet and lifestyle fall out of balance. If we keep moderation and variety, a single boiled egg each day can quietly protect our strength, our heart, and even our confidence in every step we take. So next time your children hand you 2 boiled eggs for breakfast, don't wave them away, smile. They're not just food, they're a small act of love, a daily ritual to help you feel stronger, lighter, and more alive. Once you understand what your body truly needs, you'll stop fearing eggs and start appreciating them as one of nature's most perfect gifts for healthy aging. But of course, a nourishing breakfast doesn't stop there. To build true balance and endurance, we need companions that work quietly behind the scenes, foods that keep your energy steady and your digestion happy. That's where oats and chia seeds come in, 2 simple ingredients that have earned a place in almost every British kitchen. If eggs are the builders of muscle, oats and chia are the silent support team, keeping you fueled, steady, and resilient throughout the day. Here in the UK and across long-lived nations like Sweden and Iceland, a bowl of warm porridge oats is more than breakfast. It's a daily tradition of comfort and strength, especially for those over 50. During my 20 years in medicine, I've met countless older patients, many like Mrs. Thompson from Manchester, who came in complaining of stiff legs and fatigue after short walks. When I asked about breakfast, most of them admitted they had nothing but white toast or tea low in protein and fiber. That quiet deficiency, repeated day after day, slowly weakens muscles and balance. When I recommended replacing those meals with a bowl of oats topped with chia seeds and fresh fruit, the results were astonishing. Within weeks, they felt lighter, moved more easily, and even reported sleeping better at night. Oats contain a remarkable soluble fiber called beta-glucan, which forms a soft gel in the digestive tract. It slows the absorption of sugar and cholesterol, helping to stabilize blood glucose and reduce strain on the heart. No other grain offers quite the same gentle power. So when you sit down to breakfast tomorrow, remember that small bowl of oats and chia isn't just another meal. It's your body's quiet way of saying thank you for choosing nourishment, balance, and care with every spoonful. For older adults, especially those managing prediabetes, high blood pressure, or cholesterol, what you choose for breakfast truly matters. Among all foods, oats hold a special place. They contain a rare type of soluble fiber called beta-glucan, which works quietly but powerfully inside the body, reducing inflammation, stabilizing blood sugar, and easing the strain on the heart. Think of it like maintaining an old but beloved car. Over time, small bits of rust build up in the system, joints stiffen, reflexes slow, muscles lose flexibility. Oats act like a gentle internal cleaner, brushing away that rust little by little, helping your body move more freely, smoothly, and comfortably. Beyond fiber, oats are also rich in plant-based protein. A small serving provides 5-7 grams, enough to support muscle maintenance, especially when paired with eggs, yogurt, or nuts. After 50, every gram of protein becomes precious, each one a small brick. That helps rebuild the foundation of your strength. Oats are also packed with iron and magnesium, 2 vital minerals often missing in senior diets. Iron brings oxygen to your muscles, preventing fatigue, while magnesium helps the muscles contract smoothly, reducing nighttime cramps or stiffness. I remember one of my patients, Mrs. Green, a cheerful 72-year-old from Manchester, who came to see me because she kept waking at night with painful leg cramps. After ruling out any medical conditions, I suggested a simple change: a warm bowl of porridge oats in the morning with a spoonful of chia seeds and a few slices of banana. Just 2 weeks later, she returned, smiling brightly. "Doctor, I finally sleep through the night, no cramps, no pain." That's the quiet magic of small, consistent habits. Oats don't cause weight gain. In fact, they can help reduce belly fat when eaten regularly. Their fiber keeps you full for longer, balances insulin levels, and helps maintain a healthy weight, especially important for women after menopause. Stable weight means less pressure on the knees and hips, and more freedom to move with ease and confidence. If you're looking for a gentle yet powerful breakfast, start your day with a small bowl of oats cooked in warm water or unsweetened nut milk. Sprinkle a little cinnamon, a few thin slices of ginger, or half a banana for natural sweetness. It's easy to digest, soothing for sensitive stomachs, and nourishing for the entire body. Eat it daily, like a quiet good morning to your health, and soon you'll notice lighter legs, calmer digestion, and steadier steps. And if oats are the strong trunk of your breakfast tree, then chia seeds are its roots, tiny, unassuming, but full of life-giving power deep within. Many people in the UK still smile curiously when I mention chia seeds, as if they were some exotic import. But in truth, these tiny black seeds have become one of the world's most respected superfoods, especially for those who want supple joints, smooth digestion, and energy that lasts throughout the day. I often tell my patients with a laugh, chia seeds may be small, but they're as powerful as ginseng, just without the fuss. They're packed with omega-3 fats, fiber, protein, and antioxidants, helping to keep your heart young and your body in balance. One of the reasons I truly admire chia seeds is their rich content of plant-based omega-3s, especially alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a natural anti-inflammatory that lubricates joints and helps muscles recover. For many older adults, mild inflammation in the joints happens quietly every day. It's not always painful, but it often shows up as stiffness in the morning, tired legs after short walks, or the subtle creak in your knees when you stand up. That's where omega-3s come in. They calm inflammation at the cellular level and rebuild the soft cushioning between your joints. One of my patients here in Liverpool, Mr. Hughes, used to struggle with knee pain that made even a walk around his garden feel heavy. After a month of having porridge oats with chia seeds every morning, he returned to my clinic walking with ease, no painkillers, no stiffness, just quiet progress. But omega-3 is only part of the story. Chia seeds are a treasure chest of minerals, calcium, magnesium, and potassium, the three pillars of healthy muscles, nerves, and bones. Calcium keeps bones strong and guards against osteoporosis, but it needs the support of magnesium and potassium to truly work its magic. Magnesium helps your muscles relax and contract properly, reducing nighttime cramps and that unpleasant, tight feeling in the legs, especially common during cold English winters. Potassium, meanwhile, is like your body's internal electrician. It carries messages from the brain to your muscles, helping you stay balanced, coordinated, and less likely to fall. People low in potassium often feel weak in the legs or dizzy when they stand up too quickly. Then there's fiber. Chia seeds are full of it. When soaked in water, they form a soft gel that nourishes the friendly bacteria in your gut. This helps digestion, eases constipation, a very common issue as we age, and improves the absorption of nutrients like iron, zinc, and vitamin B12. What I love most about chia seeds is how they act like a slow-release battery for your body, keeping you energized for hours after breakfast. If you often feel tired or shaky in the morning after just tea and toast, try adding a spoonful of chia seeds to your porridge. You'll find your energy steadier, your focus sharper, and your steps lighter. They're wonderfully simple to use. Just 1 or 2 teaspoons a day, about 10-15 grams is enough. You can sprinkle them over porridge oats, mix them into almond milk, stir into Greek yogurt, or soak them in warm water for 10 minutes until they turn into a smooth gel. That gel is where most of the fiber and nutrients live. I usually advise my older patients to enjoy chia seeds in the morning or at lunch. Not too late in the evening. The high fiber may cause slight bloating if eaten before bed. And always remember to drink plenty of water throughout the day. Because chia absorbs liquid as it expands, without enough water, it can have the opposite effect. If you prefer a bit of flavor, add a pinch of cinnamon or nutmeg to your oats and chia bowl. It enhances the taste while gently balancing blood sugar, improving circulation, and adding another layer of natural anti-inflammatory support. So though these tiny seeds may look modest, they hold remarkable strength. Together with oats, they form a quiet but powerful duo, nourishing your muscles, protecting your joints, and giving you the steady energy you need to move confidently through each new day. After years of caring for older patients here in Manchester, one thing I've learned is this: even the most nutritious food can lose its power if it isn't prepared the right way. As we age, our digestion becomes more sensitive, our metabolism slows down, and our taste changes slightly. That's why, once you understand how wonderful oats and chia seeds are, the next step is knowing how to use them properly, to make them gentle, delicious, and easy for your body to absorb. Let me share with you 3 simple British-style ways to prepare oats and chia that many of my patients now enjoy every morning. Bowl with spoon 1. Warm porridge oats the classic way. This is the traditional method, soft, creamy, and comforting on a chilly morning. Add 3 tablespoons of rolled or steel-cut oats, about 30-40 grams, to a small saucepan with 200 ml of warm water or unsweetened almond milk. Simmer on low heat, stirring occasionally until smooth and thick. Just before turning off the heat, add 1 teaspoon of soaked chia seeds. Stir gently and let it cool for a moment before serving. For flavor, sprinkle a pinch of cinnamon, freshly grated ginger, or nutmeg. These warming spices improve circulation and make your breakfast smell divine. Crescent Moon 2. Overnight oats for busy mornings. For those who prefer something quick and cold, overnight oats are a perfect no-cook option that keeps all nutrients intact. In a small glass jar, mix 3 tablespoons of oats with 1 teaspoon of chia seeds. Add 200 ml of almond milk or low-fat milk, and stir in a few slices of banana or thinly chopped apple for natural sweetness. Cover and refrigerate overnight. In the morning, you'll have a cool, refreshing bowl that's rich in fiber, easy on digestion, and naturally satisfying. Carrot 3. Savory oat bowl, warm and nourishing. If you enjoy a light savory breakfast, try a vegetable oat porridge, a warm and comforting British twist. Cook oats with finely chopped carrot, spinach, or pumpkin. Add a dash of low-salt vegetable stock, and stir in soaked chia seeds toward the end for a silky texture. It's hearty, low in fat, and perfect for those managing blood pressure or cholesterol. Balance how much is enough. Keep things simple. Oats 30-40 grams, about 3 tablespoons per meal. Chia seeds 1-2 teaspoons, 10-15 grams daily, ideally at breakfast or lunch. Always soak chia seeds in warm water for at least 10 minutes before eating. This allows them to expand fully and prevents bloating. Because chia absorbs water, it's essential to drink plenty of fluids during the day, at least 5 to 2 liters of warm water or herbal tea, to support digestion and prevent constipation. Hot beverage extra tips for comfort and flavor. If you prefer something warm and mild, add a few thin slices of ginger or a sprinkle of cinnamon to your oats. It helps blood flow and adds a cozy aroma. For a creamy touch, stir in half a teaspoon of almond butter or peanut butter. It gives healthy fats that keep you full without feeling heavy. And for those who worry about eating oats every day, don't just change the toppings. One morning, try oats with chia and banana. The next, mix in apples and cinnamon or even berries and yogurt. Each version nourishes your body in a new way while keeping breakfast exciting. Red final note: a warm bowl of oats and chia isn't just breakfast, it's a quiet act of self-care. Each spoonful supports your heart, joints, muscles, and digestion. So tomorrow morning, when you stir your porridge, remember you're not just feeding your body, you're building a stronger, steadier tomorrow. One of the most beautiful lessons I've learned over the years is that good health rarely comes from expensive superfoods or complicated diets. It comes from simple, consistent habits, small things done every day with care. Here in Manchester, many of my older patients are pleasantly surprised when they discover how powerful something as ordinary as oats and chia can be. You don't need fancy ingredients or exotic powders. A bowl of warm oats with a spoonful of chia and a few slices of fruit is already a quiet investment in strength, balance, and calm energy. You can change the toppings as you like, perhaps oats with soft pumpkin and a sprinkle of almonds one morning, or a few spoonfuls of Greek yogurt and chopped apple the next. What matters most isn't perfection, it's consistency. A small bowl each morning nourishes your muscles, joints, and digestion in ways you might not notice immediately, but after a few weeks the difference becomes clear. Lighter steps, stronger legs, a calmer stomach, and deeper sleep. Oats and chia aren't magic pills, they're faithful companions. Like loyal friends, they quietly support your body every morning, keeping it balanced and resilient through the years. But to keep the body's engine running smoothly, you also need a gentle spark, a simple food that recharges energy, eases muscle fatigue, and lifts your mood without fuss. And here in Britain, nothing fits that role better than a ripe banana. Banana, the secret strength of the perfectly ripe banana. Everyone knows bananas, they're in every British kitchen, from the breakfast tables of London to the markets of Liverpool. Simple, affordable, familiar, yet often underestimated. As a doctor, I've seen many older patients who came to me, complaining of leg cramps, tired calves, or sudden muscle twitches. Some told me that even getting out of bed in the morning felt like their legs were trembling or about to give way. When I looked into their diets, I noticed most of them had one thing in common. They rarely ate bananas, or if they did, they chose ones that were too ripe. And that's where a small secret lies. The level of ripeness changes the fruit's nutrition completely. The ideal banana is not overly soft or covered in brown spots. Instead, it should be golden yellow with just a touch of firmness. sweet but not mushy. That's when it contains the highest amount of resistant starch, a special type of fiber that acts as natural fuel for the good bacteria in your gut. These friendly bacteria in turn help your body absorb vital minerals like magnesium, iron, and zinc, the key nutrients for maintaining muscle strength, balance, and energy. You might think of it this way: a healthy gut means better absorption. Better absorption means stronger muscles, and stronger muscles mean steadier steps, especially important after 50. So yes, a simple ripe banana at the right moment can be the difference between a tired morning and a confident one. Tomorrow morning, before you reach for your cup of English tea, try adding one perfectly ripe banana to your breakfast, perhaps sliced over your oats and chia bowl. It's not just fruit, it's your morning boost of stability and vitality, a small reminder from nature that strength often begins in the simplest things. When your digestion is cared for properly, the entire body begins to run more smoothly, from your reflexes and energy levels to your mood and sleep. And one of the simplest ways to support that harmony is through a perfectly ripe banana each morning. Bananas are often seen as just a snack or a dessert fruit, but for older adults, they're a quiet powerhouse of nutrients, especially potassium, a mineral your body can't produce on its own. Every time you feel your legs ache after a short walk or experience muscle cramps at night, there's a good chance your body is silently lacking potassium. A medium-ripe banana contains around 400 to 450 mg of potassium, just enough to support heart rhythm, relax muscles, and prevent sudden spasms. It also helps reduce water retention, so your legs and hands feel lighter, especially in the evenings when mild swelling often appears. But that's only part of its magic. Bananas are also rich in vitamin B6, which plays a vital role in creating neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin. These not only lift your mood, but also help your brain coordinate better with your muscles, improving balance and lowering the risk of falls, a serious concern for many over 60. I once had a patient, Mrs. Taylor from Liverpool, a lovely 68-year-old who used to complain of leg fatigue and slow reflexes in the morning. She didn't take any supplements, just began eating half a ripe banana with her morning oats every day. Within weeks, her energy returned, her legs felt stronger, and she no longer struggled to steady herself when getting out of bed. That's the quiet strength of consistency. No pills, no expensive health products, just nature at the right time. Now, not all bananas are created equal. As they ripen, their sugar levels rise while resistant starch decreases, which isn't ideal for those managing blood sugar or prediabetes. That's why I always recommend the just ripe stage, when the peel is bright yellow with slightly green tips, and the flesh is firm and lightly sweet, not soft or spotted. At this stage, the banana still holds plenty of resistant starch, a special fiber that feeds your gut's good bacteria. A healthy gut means better absorption of essential minerals like magnesium, iron, and zinc, all key to maintaining muscle strength, reducing inflammation, and steadying energy levels throughout the day. When choosing your banana, think of balance: firm, golden yellow, and lightly fragrant, not overripe with brown spots or a mushy texture. You can slice half into your porridge, add it to Greek yogurt, or simply enjoy it on its own with a cup of warm English breakfast tea. Here's a small but wonderful trick. When peeling, start from the bottom tip rather than the stem. That way, you'll keep the soft white fibers along the peel. They're rich in soluble fiber and antioxidants. A small detail, yes, but one that helps nourish your health from the inside out. In short, a just ripe banana is far more than a sweet bite of fruit. It's a natural source of potassium, fiber, and gentle energy, a true morning companion that supports your heart, calms your muscles, and steadies your every step. Because sometimes the simplest things, done with awareness and regularity, carry the quiet power to keep us strong for years to come. One of the first signs of low potassium is subtle weakness in your arms and legs, perhaps a cramp at night, or that heavy feeling after only a few steps. Sometimes it even shows up as a racing heart, dizziness when standing up, or that unsteady moment as you go down the stairs. Your body can't make potassium on its own, so you must get it from food. And a single perfectly ripe banana, golden yellow, firm, not too soft, contains around 400 to 450 mg of potassium, about 10% of your daily need. It's the ideal, natural way to replenish potassium without increasing salt or sugar levels, something no processed snack can do. I still remember a patient of mine, Mr. Clark, a 62-year-old retired postman from Manchester. He used to wake up every night with calf cramps and stiff knees, his mornings filled with discomfort and fatigue. After ruling out other conditions, I simply advised him, try one ripe banana each morning and keep hydrated through the day. When he returned 2 weeks later, his eyes lit up. "Doctor," he said, "I'm finally sleeping through the night. No more cramps, no more aching legs." It reminded me once again that small, consistent habits often heal more deeply than medication ever could. But potassium isn't the only quiet hero inside the banana. It's also rich in magnesium, a mineral that acts like the conductor of your body's orchestra, ensuring your nerves, heart, and muscles stay in rhythm. Magnesium helps your muscles contract and relax smoothly, reducing twitching, tremors, and that uneasy wobble on hard floors. It also soothes your nervous system, easing tension and promoting restful sleep, especially valuable for those who often wake in the night or struggle to unwind. For those with chronic insomnia, a light breakfast of banana with oats or Greek yogurt, or even half a banana as an afternoon snack, can gently reset your internal rhythm. And then there's vitamin B6, another essential gift inside every ripe banana. It helps your body produce dopamine and serotonin, neurotransmitters that brighten your mood, sharpen coordination, and improve the communication between your brain and muscles. That's why older adults with calmer minds and steadier moods often move more gracefully, react faster, and fall less often. Bananas also contain natural probiotics, the favorite food of your gut's good bacteria. A healthy gut means better absorption of minerals like calcium, iron, and zinc, which are crucial for strong bones, steady energy, and reduced inflammation. So although a banana looks simple, it's actually a beautifully balanced package, rich in nutrients, easy to digest, and kind to the heart. It won't raise cholesterol, spike blood sugar, or increase blood pressure when eaten in moderation. In short, half to one perfectly ripe banana each morning, on its own with porridge or lightly grilled with a dash of cinnamon, can provide the potassium, magnesium, vitamin B6, and fiber that help keep your muscles strong, your reflexes quick, your mood brighter, and your steps lighter. Because true vitality in later life doesn't come from grand changes, it's built quietly, one mindful bite at a time. My dear friends, we've already explored the quiet yet powerful benefits of a perfectly ripe banana, its potassium, magnesium, and vitamin B6, its gentle support for digestion, balance, and calmness of mind. But like all good things, the secret lies not only in what you eat, but when and how you enjoy it. I once met a cheerful lady named Mrs. Evans from Yorkshire, a lively 65-year-old with a small frame but a surprisingly quick step. While many her age complained of stiff knees and aching backs, she was still cycling to the village market twice a week. When I asked for her secret, she smiled and said, "Oh, doctor, nothing special, just half a banana and a bowl of warm porridge every morning. That's all I need." Her words reminded me that it's often the smallest, simplest habits that keep the body self-healing and strong for decades. Banana, the best time to eat a banana. The ideal moment to eat a banana is in the morning, after a glass of warm water when your stomach has gently awakened. At that time, your body absorbs potassium and magnesium most efficiently, using the fruit's natural probiotics to support healthy digestion and balanced energy for the day. However, it's best not to eat a banana on a completely empty stomach, as its natural sugars can cause lightheadedness for those sensitive to insulin. Instead, have it after breakfast or include it with your meal. This keeps your blood sugar stable while still delivering all the nutrients your muscles need. Spoon: how much is enough? From my clinical experience, one medium banana a day is plenty. For those with a sensitive stomach, even half can make a noticeable difference. There's no need to force yourself to eat more. It's consistency that matters, not quantity. Bananas are gentle yet potent. A little each day works far better than too much for a few days and then none at all. Fork: 4 simple British-style breakfast ideas. 1 banana with porridge and chia, a perfect 3-in-1 start to your day. Warm a small bowl of oats, stir in a spoon of soaked chia seeds, and add half a ripe banana sliced. It keeps you full for hours, fuels your muscles, and supports balance and digestion. 2. Banana with Greek yogurt. For a light, refreshing option, pair your banana with plain Greek yogurt. The extra protein helps muscles recover, while potassium improves absorption and hydration after sleep. 3. Cinnamon roasted banana with walnuts, a delightful breakfast on chilly British mornings. Slice a banana in half, sprinkle cinnamon, and roast briefly in the oven or on a non-stick pan. Add a few crushed walnuts or almonds for warmth and better circulation. Wonderful for those with cold hands and feet. 4. Banana smoothie with oats and almond milk. Blend 1 banana with soaked oats, unsweetened almond milk, and a spoon of chia seeds. This quick, energizing smoothie is perfect for mornings when you're on the go, or don't feel like eating a full meal. A gentle reminder. When it comes to nourishment, think of your banana as more than a fruit, it's your morning tune-up. Eaten with intention in the right portion and at the right time, it supports your heart, strengthens your legs, and keeps both mind and body steady for the day ahead. Because true health doesn't come from grand efforts, it grows quietly, one mindful morning at a time. Another delightful way to enjoy your banana is with a slice of whole grain toast or a bowl of unsweetened cereal. Spread a thin layer of natural peanut butter, add a few slices of a perfectly ripe banana, and you have a breakfast that's gentle on the stomach, rich in fiber and full of steady energy, especially good for those who often feel tired legs or sluggish digestion. One small note: try not to eat bananas too late in the evening. Because they contain magnesium and serotonin, they can sometimes make you drowsy or slow digestion if eaten close to bedtime. If you enjoy a banana as dessert, aim for before 7 p.m. That's the perfect window. And above all, remember this simple truth: consistency is the best natural medicine. A single banana each morning, enjoyed properly for just 2 or 3 weeks, can make your legs feel lighter, cramps less frequent, and your mornings calmer and more focused. It's amazing how something so familiar, a simple banana, can quietly strengthen your body when eaten the right way, from relaxing your muscles and improving reflexes to supporting digestion and restful sleep. The banana truly is one of life's quiet companions in later years. But to make your morning truly complete, your body also needs a source of easier-to-digest protein and friendly bacteria, something that nourishes your muscles and supports your gut all morning long. And for that, there's one perfect choice: Greek yogurt. Bowl with spoon, the gentle power of Greek yogurt. Let's step into this next part together. Greek yogurt might look simple, but it's one of the most powerful allies for muscle strength, joint health, and digestion, especially for those of us over 50. In Manchester, it's now a breakfast favorite among many of my older patients. But not all yogurts are the same. Some people rush to the supermarket and pick up sweet-flavored parts, strawberry, mango, blueberry, thinking they're doing something healthy. Yet weeks later, they wonder why their blood sugar is higher or why they feel bloated after breakfast. That's because regular yogurt, especially the industrial sugary kind, only offers mild benefits. It's pleasant, yes, but not strong enough to rebuild aging muscles or repair digestion. Greek yogurt, on the other hand, is a concentrated, refined version, a richer, thicker form achieved by straining away the watery part known as whey. This extra step doubles the protein content and creates that silky, creamy texture that makes it both satisfying and nourishing. Why does this matter? After 50, your body naturally loses muscle faster and needs more protein to stay strong and recover after rest. Unfortunately, many people in later life still start their day with a few biscuits, sweet tea, or a light porridge, leaving their muscles underfueled and their energy fading by mid-morning. A small cup of Greek yogurt, however, changes that completely. It delivers high-quality protein, supports gut health, and helps regulate blood sugar through its natural probiotics. Add a few slices of banana or a spoon of oats, and you've just given your body everything it needs to move steadily, think clearly, and smile more easily through the day. Many people start their mornings with something light: a biscuit, a slice of toast, or a cup of sweet tea. But what most don't realize is that after a night's rest, our muscles are quietly starving. Without enough protein, they begin to lose strength bit by bit, even before the day begins. That's why I often recommend something simple yet powerful: a small pot of plain Greek yogurt. Just 150 grams can provide 10 to 15 grams of high-quality protein, including casein, a slow-digesting protein that keeps a steady flow of amino acids nourishing your muscles for hours. It's like giving your body a calm, constant supply of strength throughout the morning. Greek yogurt is also naturally rich in calcium and vitamin D, the two essential nutrients that keep bones firm and joints flexible. For anyone over 50, this duo is priceless. It helps prevent bone thinning, improves posture, and reduces the chance of falls. Another quiet hero in Greek yogurt is its abundance of probiotics, beneficial bacteria that support digestion and boost immunity. Because it's low in sugar and preservatives, its probiotic content is often higher than that of regular yogurt. These tiny bacteria work behind the scenes, improving nutrient absorption and easing the digestive issues that many older adults face: bloating, gas, or irregularity. I remember one of my patients, Mrs. Carter, a warm-hearted woman in her 60s from Liverpool. For years she avoided yogurt, saying it made her feel bloated. When I suggested switching to unsweetened Greek yogurt, she was hesitant, but after a few weeks of pairing it with slices of banana and a handful of walnuts, she told me with a smile, "Doctor, I feel lighter, my digestion's calm, and even my legs don't ache as much anymore." That improvement wasn't just coincidence. When your gut functions well, every part of your body benefits, from the nerves that control balance to the muscles that carry you through the day. So if you're used to sweet, flavored yogurts from the supermarket, perhaps it's time for a gentle change. Start with plain Greek yogurt, no added sugar, no fruit syrup, just the pure, creamy kind. It might taste richer, less sweet at first, but when you mix it with banana, oats, or a few berries, it becomes not only delicious but deeply restorative. Greek yogurt is more than breakfast, it's a quiet trainer for your body. Packed with protein, calcium, and probiotics, it helps rebuild what time slowly takes away: strength, balance, and resilience. DNA, the science behind its power. As we age, our bodies absorb fewer nutrients, no matter how good our diet might be. That's why foods like Greek yogurt matter so much. They're concentrated, bioavailable, and supportive from the inside out. The probiotics in Greek yogurt, particularly lactobacillus and bifidobacterium, help balance your gut microbiome, the ecosystem inside your digestive system. A healthy gut improves the absorption of calcium, magnesium, and iron, all crucial for muscle recovery and bone density. It also strengthens immunity, protecting against seasonal colds and inflammation. And here's something many overlook: Greek yogurt gently reduces chronic inflammation, that silent process behind joint stiffness, back pain, and even fatigue. When inflammation lingers, the body feels heavier, slower, and less responsive. But when it's calmed, you feel lighter, stronger, and more focused, often without realizing why. So one small cup of Greek yogurt every morning isn't just nourishment, it's daily maintenance for your muscles, bones, and mind. Think of it as your body's quiet reset button: simple, natural, profoundly effective. There's something remarkable about how the body speaks to us in small ways. You wake up in the morning and feel your back a little stiff, your knees a little slow to move. The mind feels irritable, the sleep wasn't deep, and recovery after even a short walk takes longer than it used to. These are often the quiet whispers of inflammation, a sign that your body is asking for gentler care and better nourishment. That's where Greek yogurt comes in: humble, creamy, and quietly powerful. The protein, probiotics, and natural fatty acids in it help calm inflammation, allowing your body to repair itself from within. Each spoonful becomes a small act of healing, soothing the muscles, easing the joints, and resetting your balance for the day ahead. I often tell my patients, like Mrs. Brown from Manchester, don't underestimate what one small part can do. When she first began having Greek yogurt each morning, she noticed after a few weeks that her back didn't ache when gardening, her knees felt lighter when walking to the local market, and to her surprise, her sleep grew deeper and calmer. That's the body's gratitude, quiet but real. When digestion is steady, the brain relaxes. When muscles recover, the mind feels lighter. And when inflammation settles, sleep naturally deepens. Another gift of Greek yogurt is how it helps manage weight gently and naturally. Its high protein content keeps you full longer, curbing the urge to snack, while the probiotics support digestion and reduce water retention. For many seniors who want to stay active and keep pressure off their knees and ankles, this is an effortless way to feel lighter without harsh dieting. One of my patients, a kind lady in her late 60s, struggled with sore knees and excess weight. After 2 months of replacing her sugary breakfast with a bowl of Greek yogurt, banana slices, and a sprinkle of almonds, she not only lost nearly 3 kilograms, but her legs felt stronger and she no longer woke up at night from joint discomfort. She told me, smiling, "I didn't just lose weight, I gained balance." Greek yogurt blends beautifully with other foods. It's one of the most flexible ingredients you can enjoy. Each morning, you might pair it with half a ripe banana and a few apple or strawberry slices, or stir in a spoon of chia seeds or soft oats soaked overnight. If you fancy a warm flavor, add a pinch of cinnamon or unsweetened cocoa. It lifts the taste while boosting blood flow and stabilizing blood sugar. Every variation nourishes your gut, strengthens your muscles, and helps your body find harmony in its rhythm again. Now, once you've come to appreciate why Greek yogurt is so special, rich in protein, smooth in texture, alive with probiotics, the question becomes how and when to enjoy it for the greatest benefit. Let me share what I've found works best over years of caring for older adults. Best time to eat. The ideal time is in the morning, after a glass of warm water and perhaps something light, such as a slice of whole grain toast, a boiled egg, or oats. This prepares your stomach gently, allowing probiotics to thrive and digestion to flow easily. If mornings are too busy, a small serving in the mid-afternoon, around 3-4 p.m., works wonders to steady your energy and blood sugar for the rest of the day. Avoid late evenings. I wouldn't recommend eating Greek yogurt right before bed, especially if you have a sensitive stomach. The digestion may be too slow, causing bloating or discomfort. How much is enough? A small part, about 150 to 200 grams per day, is just right. That's all your body needs to get its share of protein, calcium, and live cultures. It's not about quantity, it's about consistency. Because healing doesn't happen in a day, it happens gently, one morning at a time. So my dear friends, start tomorrow with something simple. A small bowl of Greek yogurt, a few banana slices, a handful of oats, and perhaps a little cinnamon. You'll find your body responding with more energy, your joints moving more freely, and your spirit just a bit brighter. That's the beauty of small, consistent care, quiet, humble, but profoundly healing. Dr. Thomas smiled as he poured himself a small cup of warm water, the kind of gentle start he always recommended to his patients in London. For something so simple, he often said, Greek yogurt is a quiet miracle, but only if you let it become a daily friend. If you're having it for breakfast, enjoy a full part. If it's your afternoon snack, half a serving with fruit is more than enough. The secret lies not in the portion, but in the consistency, because much like watering a garden, your body's healthy bacteria need regular care to flourish. Skipping a few days is like forgetting to water your favorite rose bush. It simply won't bloom the same. Now, the question many of my older patients ask me is, how do I make Greek yogurt taste better? Well, it's naturally rich and slightly tangy, and to British taste buds used to sweetness, it can feel unusual at first. But once you learn to pair it right, it becomes a breakfast that's not just healthy but genuinely satisfying. Here are a few of my favorite pairings I often share with my patients at the clinic near Hyde Park. Greek yogurt with banana and chia seeds, a classic trio that delivers potassium, magnesium, plant protein, and omega-3, all in one small bowl. The mild sweetness of banana balances beautifully with the creamy tang of yogurt, while chia seeds bring smooth texture and lasting energy for your morning walk through the park. Greek yogurt with strawberries and walnuts. Strawberries are full of antioxidants that support the heart, and walnuts feed both brain and joints with healthy fats. It's refreshing, light, and perfect for those warm spring mornings when you open your window to the London breeze. Greek yogurt with apple and cinnamon, a favorite for chilly days in Manchester or Liverpool. The crisp apple adds fiber for gut health, and a pinch of cinnamon gently boosts circulation, ideal for anyone who feels their feet get cold or dizzy when standing up too quickly. Overnight oats with Greek yogurt, for busy mornings. Mix oats with unsweetened almond milk. Add a spoonful of Greek yogurt and a few slices of banana, then leave it in the fridge overnight. By sunrise, you'll have a cool, balanced meal ready, light on the stomach, kind on digestion, and rich in slow-release energy. And here's a small but important tip. Take the yogurt out of the fridge 5-10 minutes before eating. This simple habit helps activate the live cultures and makes it gentler for sensitive stomachs. Avoid mixing it with processed sweets or biscuits. They'll spike your blood sugar and undo the digestive benefits. If you crave a little sweetness, add a drizzle of pure honey or a few drops of vanilla extract. Just enough to bring aroma and warmth, not excess sugar. So my dear friends, a small part of Greek yogurt each day, eaten the right way and at the right time, will quietly nourish your muscles, soothe your digestion, lift your mood, and even help you sleep better at night. It's a silent coach, never loud, never flashy, but steady, loyal, and deeply healing, just like the way we all wish to live in our later years, calm, balanced, and strong. Now that we've built our perfect morning, from boiled eggs for protein, to oats and chia for stamina, bananas for balance, and Greek yogurt for recovery. It's time to explore one last gift from nature, something that adds real power to this golden breakfast, a food that not only fuels your heart but strengthens your legs and reflexes too. Yes, I'm talking about salmon and other oily fish, those glistening treasures from the sea that the British coast is so proud of. From the Scottish Highlands to the shores of Cornwall, these fish have long been part of the English table, grilled, baked, or served simply with a touch of lemon. So, shall we take one more step together on this journey of vitality? In the next part, I'll show you why these fish, rich in omega-3 and gentle on the heart, are the quiet allies that help your body move freely and confidently, keeping your legs strong and your balance steady, no matter how many birthdays you've celebrated. When we talk about oily fish, salmon, mackerel, sardines, or herring, most people in Britain immediately think of heart health. And yes, that's true, but what many don't realize is that the magic of omega-3 goes far beyond the heart. For those of us past 50, when every step, every turn, every movement depends on the harmony between muscles, nerves, and joints, omega-3 becomes a quiet but powerful ally. Among all healthy fats, omega-3 stands out. It doesn't just reduce inflammation and soften cell membranes, it actually helps rebuild muscle tissue and improve nerve transmission. Two things that age quietly takes away if we don't replenish them. There are three main types of omega-3s, but EPA and DHA are the stars, the forms your body can use straight away. And here's the key point. They are found abundantly only in cold water fish like salmon, mackerel, herring, and sardines. While plant-based sources like flaxseed or chia contain ALA, older bodies convert it poorly into DHA or EPA. That's why fish oil remains the gold standard, pure, bioavailable, and deeply restorative. I once worked with Mr. Harris, a retired engineer from Manchester in his early 60s. He often complained of stiff knees, restless sleep, and moments of forgetfulness. Rather than adding more supplements, we started simply swapping his usual toast and jam breakfast for Greek yogurt, oats, and 2 to 3 servings of oily fish per week. A month later, he returned with a spark in his eye. "The stairs don't frighten me anymore," he said with a grin. "And I finally sleep like a log again." It wasn't a miracle pill, it was omega-3 quietly doing its work, soothing inflammation and reconnecting the body's signals. You see, not all inflammation makes you red or sore. There's the silent kind, the one that creeps in slowly, making your muscles weaker, joints stiffer, and balance less sure. Omega-3 breaks that cycle. It enhances protein synthesis, meaning every gram of protein you eat, from eggs, yogurt, or oats, is used more efficiently to rebuild muscle. That's why your thighs, calves, shoulders, and even your back feel stronger after a few weeks of regular fish intake. What's more, omega-3 nourishes the nerve cell membranes, improving how your brain communicates with your arms and legs. It's what I like to call the body's neural oil. When those pathways are well lubricated, your reflexes stay sharp, movements smooth, and those shaky, uncertain steps become confident again. There's another hidden gift in oily fish, vitamin D, nature's own sunshine nutrient. In Britain, especially during our long, grey winters, many people unknowingly suffer from deficiency. Vitamin D doesn't just protect bones, it helps muscles contract properly and keeps your energy stable throughout the day. Even if you're eating enough vegetables or taking calcium, without vitamin D, your body can't use it effectively. That's why I often recommend simple meals like grilled salmon with steamed broccoli or sardines on whole grain toast, hearty, affordable, and deeply nourishing. Now don't worry, you don't need expensive fillets or fancy recipes. Tinned mackerel or sardines in olive oil are wonderful options, rich in the same nutrients but easier on the wallet. You can warm them gently in a pan with a few slices of ginger, add them to a light salad with mixed greens, or spread them on a slice of wholemeal bread with avocado for a quick, balanced lunch. The key, as always, is consistency. 2 to 3 servings of oily fish per week are enough. Not every day, not in excess, just steady, regular nourishment. Over time, you'll notice your muscles ache less, your balance steadies, your memory clears, and each step feels grounded again, firm, confident, and full of quiet strength. As I often tell my patients at the clinic near Hyde Park, you don't need to chase youth, you just need to feed your body what it's quietly asking for. And oily fish, my dear friends, is one of nature's simplest, most generous answers. My dear friends, now that we've understood how omega-3 acts like a fine oil keeping our nerves and muscles running smoothly, let's go a little deeper into the hidden treasure tucked inside every tender slice of fish. You see, oily fish don't just provide healthy fats, they're also among the few natural foods rich in two vitamins most Britons over 50 quietly lack: vitamin D and vitamin B12. Together, they form the invisible scaffolding that keeps your muscles firm, your bones resilient, and your balance steady. Let's start with vitamin D, often called the forgotten vitamin in older adults. Here in Britain, with our famously cloudy skies, many people simply don't get enough sunlight to make it naturally. Yet this vitamin plays a crucial role. It helps your body absorb calcium, supports immunity, and most importantly, keeps your muscle and nerve systems working in harmony. Many of my patients in Manchester are puzzled when bone density scans show early signs of osteoporosis. They tell me, "But doctor, I drink milk and take calcium every day." And I have to explain, without vitamin D, your body simply can't use that calcium properly. It passes right through. Even more importantly, a lack of vitamin D weakens the muscles in your thighs and calves, making it harder to rise from a chair or climb stairs with confidence. That's where oily fish like salmon, mackerel, or sardines shine. Just one grilled portion about the size of your palm can provide up to 70% of your daily vitamin D needs. No supplements, no sunbathing, just food as nature intended. This small habit helps reduce the risk of falls, strengthens bone structure, and keeps your movement fluid well into later years. Now, let's talk about vitamin B12, the brain and nerve vitamin I often call the spark plug of the body. It helps your brain send clear messages to your hands and feet, reducing numbness, tingling, and that unsettling feeling of walking on cotton. When you're low on B12, you may notice you lose your footing easily, drop small objects, or feel dizzy when standing up suddenly. It can even blur concentration or cause light tremors in the fingertips. Luckily, nature gave us oily fish, one of the richest, most absorbable sources of vitamin B12. Unlike fortified breakfast cereals or processed meats, fish gives you clean, active B12 that the body can use instantly. 2 or 3 servings of oily fish a week, paired with vegetables, fruit, and perhaps a bowl of Greek yogurt, can stabilize your B12 levels, sharpen your mind, and strengthen the connection between brain and muscle. When vitamin D, omega-3, and B12 work together, they form what I like to call the golden trio for aging well. They protect your muscles, keep your reflexes quick, and calm the tiny inflammations that make your legs ache or your balance falter. I once treated Mrs. Carlins, a 72-year-old widow living near Liverpool who often said her legs felt as if someone was holding them back. Tests showed she was low in both vitamin D and B12. We didn't prescribe expensive pills, just small daily changes. 15 minutes of early morning sunshine, grilled mackerel twice a week, and a bit of sardine on whole grain toast. 3 months later, she returned beaming. "Doctor," she said, "I can climb the stairs again without holding the rail." Moments like that remind me the body always knows how to heal when we feed it wisely. So my friends, oily fish doesn't have to be fancy or complicated. A simple salmon fillet with lemon and olive oil, a tin of sardines stirred into salad, or steamed mackerel with bay leaf and black pepper. These are not luxuries, but gentle medicines from the sea. If you keep them on your table 2 or 3 times a week, you'll soon notice the change. A steadier step, a clearer mind, a lighter spirit. Stay consistent, nourish daily, and let your body thank you one confident stride at a time. My dear friends, as I mentioned before, oily fish isn't just a heart protector, it's a quiet guardian for your nerves, your muscles, and your balance. Yet I completely understand many people in London or Liverpool tell me the same thing. "Doctor, I know fish is good, but I just can't stand the smell or the fuss of cooking it." That's exactly why today I want to share some very practical, everyday ways to make oily fish part of your diet. Simple, tasty, and easy to do whether you live in the city or a quiet seaside town. 1. Choose the right fish for your lifestyle. You don't always need to buy expensive salmon from the market. More affordable options like mackerel, sardines, or herring are just as rich in omega-3, vitamin D, and B12. If you live near the coast, fresh fish is wonderful, but for those in busy cities like Manchester, tinned fish is a perfectly good alternative. When buying tins, look for those packed in olive oil or spring water, not in heavy sauces or salty brine. Natural sardines or mackerel fillets with no added sugar or preservatives are your best bet. 2. Keep cooking simple. Many people imagine that eating fish means hours in the kitchen, baking, frying, or grilling with fancy ingredients. In truth, you can prepare a nourishing meal in minutes. Grilled or pan-seared, brush a fresh fillet of salmon or mackerel with a touch of olive oil, sprinkle with sea salt, cracked pepper, and a little lemon zest. Sear each side for 2 minutes until golden. It's fragrant, tender, and never fishy. Steamed comfort. For something lighter, steam mackerel or sardines with slices of ginger and bay leaf for about 10 minutes. It keeps the fish moist and naturally sweet, ideal for sensitive digestion. Tinned made clever. Mix tinned sardines or salmon into whole grain toast or toss with fresh greens and cherry tomatoes for a quick lunch. If you prefer a warm breakfast, fold small flakes of salmon into your morning oats with avocado or cucumber slices. It's deliciously British and keeps you full for hours. 3. How often should you eat it? Nutritionists here in the UK recommend 2 to 3 servings of oily fish per week, around the size of your palm each time. Keep it steady and consistent, not a feast one week and none the next. After several weeks, you'll start to notice real changes. Less stiffness, fewer leg cramps, better mood, and a lighter, more confident step. 4. Simple tips to reduce the smell. If you dislike the scent of fish, soak fresh fillets in a splash of milk for 10-15 minutes before cooking. Add lemon peel, parsley, or bay leaf for a pleasant aroma. For tinned fish, a squeeze of fresh lemon or a few leaves of flat leaf parsley balances the flavor beautifully. A habit worth keeping. Eating oily fish doesn't have to be fancy, it just needs to be steady. A simple breakfast of seared salmon on whole grain toast with fresh greens once or twice a week is enough to nourish your body from the inside out. With time, your legs will feel stronger, your steps steadier, and your mind clearer. Oily fish isn't merely food, it's a companion for graceful aging, a small daily act of self-care that protects your balance, bones, and energy. The golden morning of Britain, my friends, as we reach the end of our little journey through Britain's golden breakfast, from the humble boiled egg that rebuilds muscle, to oats and chia that steady your energy, to the gentle banana that feeds your nerves, the creamy Greek yogurt that heals your gut, and finally the oily fish that restores strength from within. I hope you see that good health never comes from one miracle food, but from quiet consistency. So, whether you're in a cottage by the sea in Cornwall or a flat in London, remember this. Health is built not in grand changes, but in small, mindful choices each morning. Start simple, stay steady, and let every breakfast become your first step to a stronger, freer, happier life. My dear friends, good health rarely comes from grand gestures or expensive remedies. It's built quietly, morning after morning, through the smallest, most ordinary habits. From a humble boiled egg on a chilly morning in Manchester, to a warm bowl of porridge with chia seeds by the window in London, a ripe banana, a spoonful of creamy Greek yogurt, or a slice of grilled salmon enjoyed with a cup of tea. Each of these simple foods is more than just breakfast. They are steady companions, quietly strengthening your muscles, nourishing your nerves, and brightening your spirit as the day begins. I know many of you, like Mr. Thomas from Liverpool, or Mrs. Evans from Bristol, still skip breakfast thinking, oh, it's fine, I'll eat later. But after 50, this first meal of the day matters more than ever. Every heartbeat, every step, every good night's sleep is built upon the foundation you give your body each morning. So here's the message I truly want to share today. Health starts right in your kitchen. Not in a hospital, not in a pharmacy, but in those small, mindful choices you make at home. A boiled egg, a spoonful of yogurt, a handful of oats, a piece of oily fish, or a drizzle of honey, each is a drop of care, a quiet medicine from nature itself. Consistency, not perfection, is what keeps us strong. When you eat with awareness and gratitude, your body listens, it heals, it restores, it steadies your every step. And remember, friends, growing older does not mean growing weaker. It simply means living more intentionally, more gracefully, and with greater appreciation. Age can be softer, slower, but also stronger, calmer, and freer when we honor our bodies with kindness every new day. So starting tomorrow morning, let your breakfast be more than just a meal. Let it be a small love letter to yourself, a quiet promise that your legs will stay strong, your mind will stay bright, and your heart will stay light, no matter how many seasons come and go. From my kitchen here in London to your warm home wherever you are, I wish you gentle mornings, steady steps, and a life full of peace and vitality. Take care, stay well, and remember, health begins with breakfast. Thank you, my dear friends, for sharing this quiet morning moment with me. Remember, true strength begins not in the gym, but right here at your breakfast table. Every mindful bite, every gentle step, is a promise to yourself to stay strong, balanced, and free, because aging well isn't about resisting time, it's about learning to live in harmony with it. Here at VN Health in Old, we believe that caring for your body is the most beautiful act of self-love, so keep joining us each week for simple, science-backed stories to help you walk further, smile brighter, and live longer gracefully. From London, this is VN Health in Old, wishing you calm mornings, steady legs, and a heart that never stops feeling young.